Good morning and welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where this morning I want to introduce you to some models that will be hitting the catwalk in the New York Fashion Week for 2024, sporting some Archie Brown designs. Now, these models might teach you a thing or two, and surprisingly, neither of them are over the age of 12. This morning I want to introduce you to Sophia Hinkson and Miss Ava Garcia, models hitting the runway representing Trinidad and Tobago. Ladies, good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Good morning.
The little voices. I am thrilled to see you on set, to see you on person before you make it big, because when you hit the runway in New York, that is a big deal. But in your little lives, I do want to get an idea of how it started, what the thought was, and where the emotions are. So I'm going to start with you, Sophie, simply because we know that you are one of those children who knew that they wanted to do this for some time, and you had some support from the family. So tell me a little bit as to your journey into modeling. How did it start?
Well, growing up, I saw girls on the internet modeling and I was interested. So I asked my mommy, and my mommy asked my granny, and my granny said yes.
Granny is the one who got you started then?
Yes.
All right.
She put me into modeling with Richard Young.
And in terms of getting into modeling with Richard Young, that means there is training, there is actual training that you would have done for the runway, for cameras, for posing. Tell me a little bit about that process. What is that like?
It's really fun.
It's fun? That's good to hear. Now I'm going to jump across to you, Eva, because I want to get an idea of your start. Was there interest because of the internet as well, or did somebody introduce you to it?
Auntie Marie introduced me to modeling.
Who's Auntie Marie?
She's that lady over there.
Hi, Auntie Marie. I like that. When she first told you about it, what was the thought? Easy, hard, something you want to get into?
Easy.
Easy. Okay, I'll come to you for some tips, because in terms of modeling, there are different types we can do, right? We can be on the runway, we can do print, or we can be posing for the camera like Ava right now. Tell me, do you have a particular preference, Sophie? Prefer to pose for the camera, prefer to be on the runway?
Oh.
I know you've done magazines as well. What do you like best?
Walking the runway.
Why is that? What is best about the runway?
It's really fun, and when I'm walking, I feel really confident and brave in myself.
I like that you feel confident and brave. Now, if you are confident and brave, you told me this is easy. So then tell me, what is the best part about being a model thus far?
It's really fun to walk and dress up.
To walk and dress up. You're right. I am older than you and I still feel the same way. But if you were to think about the most difficult part, what was the biggest challenge you faced so far? Can you think of any? I'm pretty sure she's going to tell me no. It's easy stuff, right? Sophie, is it the same for you? Do you feel like there has been something or a moment where you were a little more nervous than usual?
Not really.
Not just yet. Well, ladies, you're going into this with a lot of confidence. And if you were to describe to persons who've never been on a show, never been in a magazine or anything like that, what this entails, Sophie, how would you describe it? What you're about to do in terms of New York Fashion Week? Do you have any sort of summary that you can give? You're just gonna have fun. I love it. Ava, what do you think? What do you think it's gonna be like?
I think it's gonna be okay.
These ladies are super, super confident. And this is because they have been doing this for some time. Now, Sophie, as I mentioned before, I know that you have been featured on a cover already and in magazines. Eva, have you had similar instances as well? Any particular brands that you remember working with that were more fun than others? Eva's just here for the runway. You're about that life. And I imagine mommy, daddy, and all of the supports have been able to make it easier for you. But what is the harder part in these two options I'm thinking here, right? We have to do hair, we have to do makeup, we have to get dressed. Those three things. Anything in particular more challenging, or you like less or more? Sophie? You look like a hair girl. Are you?
No.
What do you like best then?
All.
Fair. And Eva, I know today we have a little bit of sparkle going on, so I think you like makeup best, don't you?
All.
All? Well, in that case, we are going to have all eyes on you both as you get ready to head to New York Fashion Week, where you're going to take the runway and you're going to strut your stuff with confidence. Before we go to the break, is there anything that you want to say to a young model looking on who might want some advice as to how to get started or how to be confident and brave? Sophia, I'll start with you. Sophie's not being very brave right now. But I'm sure you'll be on the runway. Best of luck, ladies, and enjoy the show. You guys will, of course, tune into them online because we'll see everything virtually as the New York Fashion Week will take the world by storm coming up in February. But for now, the Now Morning Show has more entertainment. We'll be back after these messages.